Alright, so 10 hours, 36 fates solved. I've got some ideas, I think. Honestly, didn't finish many games, but I probably have like Sifu on your list because it was a cool game. I never played Sifu. Ideas. Yes, ideas. I kind of had to, like... I was at a point where I, like, had to stop yesterday. Just due to time. So I was, like, still mid-thought on a couple of threads. But welcome, Inquire. Hope you are well, sir. I think the one that we were kind of unsure about was... Okay, so Nathan Peters, we confirmed his identity, at least what he looks like. So Nathan Peters is this guy. I don't know what happened to him yet, but we could certainly make some guesses. We could just say that he drowned. It's a weird day, but here we are. Well, hopefully a less weird evening. Hopefully a more relaxing evening. It's a Monday. So, naturally, it's... I don't know, Mondays are always weird. You never know what to expect. It's not. I mean, matter of perspective, I'd say. It's Tuesday. In Australia, you're correct. It is Tuesday. Okay, Peters, where are you? Killed a man. You're below deck. There's no perspective. Hey, don't try and put your Australian standards on us. I mean, it is also Tuesday for Savoy, but who's counting that? Europe, Australia, nah. Well, Farrell was spiked. Well, I guess we could go look. Just killed a man. Here's something you can't understand. Which body was he near? Oh, O'Farrell, which is this one. I don't even count it as Tuesday at the moment. I say Monday night still. Well, there then. True. I tend to do that as well. If I haven't gone to bed, it's still that day.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
Give me that gun. You know what this is yet? I think this is Thomas, but that was just kind of a speculation. I think we need to advance time a little bit. Okay, so actually, let me look at Herstick. Was Peters still here? Okay, Peters was still here. Sathi, we know got shot through the wall, but not by who. This guy's unidentified. I don't know who you would be yet, though. Herstick had a bad time. What are you two looking at? These two are already dead at that time. Oh, wait, this is before. This is before? No, sorry. O'Farrell had just gotten spiked, so I kind of went backwards here. Yeah, you get up. You're spiked but not dead. This is Evans. He's been dead for at least 3 days. This is not Master Miller. Okay, so Peters comes down with Winston Smith. So I need to go forward. You've been talking to me, dear brother. Man, put that on the list of like things that I would love to experience again. That was the coolest thing. We've got most of these people identified, so it shouldn't be. It should just be a kind of process of elimination. I don't know who this is. I think this is who kills Sathi, though. Be interesting to see how that comes out in movie form. I don't have high hopes. I really don't. All right, Peter Milroy. We know how you died. You died later. All right, so I need to go forward in time, I think. Barrel, Sathi. Okay, so was Peter still here? So Peters was still here when Winston got spiked or speared, excuse me. Can it be as good as other video game adaptations such as? Yeah, I know. Right. Yeah, Max Payne. God, I just want to conveniently forget about that. We said Peters disappeared in the Doom, right? Yep, so he's there. He's alive there. Max Payne, Mario Brothers, Street Fighter. You're just listing all the greatest hits of video game adaptations. We already got Volkov, Akbar, Maba, Omid. Okay, so Peters is not there at this point. But this is below deck. So he was above deck. Hitman was okay. I mean, Yeah, on the scale of what you've already listed, yeah, okay is probably a good way to describe it. Passable. He's not there either. Best video game movie, Alien. I'm trying to even remember. Because there's been a bunch at this point, and I can't even think of. Oh, I'm not looking right in isolation. I can figure out. There's probably an older one that I'm not immediately popping into my brain. I can, or at least I'm not visualizing. Put it that way. Citizen Kane was based on Deus Ex. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so Maba, so he was still alive at that point too. Because he's there and then he's not. So do we really need to go all the way back? No, we can't go that way. All right, back to Abigail's body, I guess. Oh. Don't want to close the door. Yeah, this is part 8 of 8. It's just pain. Is this... Hold on. So this is Alfred. Is this his mate? Is this the bosun's mate? It's worth a shot, right? I don't even remember what happened to him, but it's worth a shot. We can say this is Charles Minor. Cue the jokes. Cue the Red Faction jokes. I don't even know what happened to him, but also disappeared in the Doom. Scum. Minor scum. This is Lewis Walker. This is Maba. I don't know why you're trying to help him. He's clearly been ripped in half. Who are you? I don't know who you are, but you clearly are not having a good time. Just kissing that rigging. I feel a little bit bad. I'm going to say that Peters was drowned by a terrible beast. You were probably drowned by a terrible beast. Don't know who you are, but it's at least something. All right, so if we're saying, okay, so if we're saying this is minor, we'll say, I don't know, drowned by a terrible beast. I'd argue the water drowned him. Well, we have to choose something. We have to choose an assailant of some sort. So that would mean Sathi was shot by minor. Minor, Peters, Sathi. All right, that is 39 fates. Feels good, man. And we're going to say the same. We're saying the same for Nathan Peters as well, I think. You're literally the detective from Knives Out. I'm not Foghorn Leghorn enough. I can't replicate Daniel Craig's performance. But in hindsight, I should have maybe tried for it. Let's just say Beast. No, it's just dumb. In all caps. I should know who this guy is. Alright, is there anybody else on the rigging, or... Have I seen Knives Out 2? I've not. Good, bad? Judging by your reaction, you're such a strong reaction, I don't know. I don't know what to say. This is Moss. Oh, escapes after the doom. Right, yeah. Well, that was a reference? Well, whoosh. Okay, so if we know this is Charles Minor, that solves... Solves that. I'm trying to think of who else is still unidentified here. Not you. Mr. Martin. So where do you end up? The Doom Part 8. Well, you either were saved or drowned. But considering you don't appear anywhere else... Also, remembering my note, this was not the tattooed man. Wait, is it the other guy? I can't tell. Where else do you appear at? The detective in Knives Out 2 screams, "No, it's just dumb," at one point. Fair enough. Is it, because Amy and I both enjoyed that. So would you recommend watching it? Because I feel like that would be a pretty easy agreement. Choir needs more alcohol, don't we all? Actually, conversely, I'm actually not drinking tonight. Appear in 2 memories. Disappeared in the Doom. I don't know who this is. Well, how many bald people are left that I haven't identified? Wait. I don't think it's wait, what number was minor in the roster? Who was 37? I think it was 37. I liked both movies, but its tone's different to the first. So if it's still good, if it's worth a watch, then I'd consider it. Top Man. That could be Timothy. I'm not going through and checking everybody's arms. Because that would be silly. It would be fantastic if I could see it in this picture. I think of worse ways to spend 2 hours. All right, well, that's all I need to know. Oops. I don't know who any of these guys are. Especially if you have the same issue where it's, I have where it's nigh impossible to find something you both are willing to watch. Yes, absolutely. So, I will have to look into it. Oh, this guy we need to look into as well. I think I have an idea what happened to him. Drowned by a beast, or we could say fell overboard. Fell overboard to his death. You know what? Let's just throw... Let's say you're this guy. Just pencil that in for right now. thought for a second you said drowned by bees. That would be impressive. What if they got stung first? And then drowned? What happens then? Okay, so Moss and these two are... He tries to get them onto a lifeboat after the Kraken leaves. You're one of the remaining top men that we don't know, which I don't know how to guess between these folks unless I see one of them in their beds. Which... Would anybody... Like... Then we could safely say they were killer bees. You know, I can't argue that point. Okay, Captain, we don't need to... I think we figured out everybody here. This is Walker. Yep. That would be Brennan. We have our first mate. Nichols. Bang Lim. That is Lars Lind. This guy's doing translating. So probably another one of the top men. It's Nunzio. On the main deck. When did you die? When did you die? Soldiers of the Sea. It's already done for Nick. It's already done for Nick. Like, done for isn't like it's killed Nick? So who would you be? So if you were Nick, then you gotta be this one, because I think that's the only one left. Okay. Well, there goes most of my ideas that I started with today. It's Peter. It's sad I'm getting to the point of, like, being able to identify all these folks by them dying. So... Walker. Volkov. Omid's down there. So all these people are on the deck at this point. So Miner was there, Brennan was there, Lind identified. So 1, 2, 3. So were all the top men up here? 1, 2, 3. And considering their dress, they're from China. I don't know who you would be. So were you below deck? Ugh. All right. Well, that doesn't tell me anything. I just know that these gentlemen are all top men. Were you? Or is that Nick about to get stabbed, I think. Okay, so let's go back down. That's the cook. Just here to see what all the buzz is about. Unknown soul. Wait, John?
Keep pressure here.
What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those are gouty beasts carrying a curse.
Yeah, Dahl. First mate. I have everybody else identified here. So is this... Hold on. Who's holding him? Sathi's holding him. Okay, so this guy... If this is... Did I say Big John? This guy appears to be Big John. As in Big John Naples. Alright. Naples, Botterill, and Peters. "42 Fates." Zira from Lion King. Hello to you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. All right, 42 Fates now.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Wait for the rest of the
I think we've identified most of the folks in this room. Not you. This game's pretty good. No replay value, but pretty good. Yeah, I definitely figured that. It's like you could just speedrun. It's like how fast you could click all the names. But yeah, it's very fun. Very fun so far, at least unraveling the mystery. And it's just kind of a, you know, it can be a good game without having replay value. Of course, obviously, it should be priced accordingly, but considering I got this for pretty cheap, so I have no complaints. Lucas deserves more money. Yeah. Fund your indie developers. Are these all like the wait, what profession do I not have figured out? I know there's like there's a gap of, so there's the 4 top men, which I know are mostly of Chinese descent. Like, what do I not have figured out here? Dahl, we don't know what happened to. Galligan, Andersen, James. Wait, what kind of men? Top men. Okay. Ocean soldiers. Yes. Men of the sea. So just judging by like the fact that they're bringing in cargo, tells me that they are probably these guys right here. So O'Hagan, Booth. Toporov. Well, I mean, I'm going to say that. Yeah, let's throw that in there right now. Lind. Okay, so we have Lind identified. Seems dead. Yeah, Akbar we got. I knew that was going to be probably the most difficult category because they're hard to tell apart in terms of where they're from. What do I have left? Darn it. And if they're all hanging out, I'm going to say maybe that guy. That leaves Booth, O'Hagan, Shirley. O'Hagan was out on the boat. I'm pretty sure he died in the calling, so George Shirley. Okay, we got Toporov confirmed. And that is... which makes the last guy Alexander Booth, I think. Okay. So Booth would be this one. disappeared in the Doom. I mean, probably going to say drowned by a terrible beast. Let's pencil that in. Unless I can find him. Made a huge old-fashioned with an orange, and it's tasty. Sounds tasty. I could probably go for one of those. Now to continue working? Yes, the proper way. All right, we have everybody in this room identified. I just don't know how... Where did we last see Dahl? This is the last time we see him, so he had to have drowned. Or... Because... Wait, where did he throw him? Not you. Okay, Naples. Hold them down, throw them back or doom them all. Put him in the Lazarette with those things. Where's the glossary? What the hell is a Lazarette? Tell me. I could probably just look at the map. Oh, it's so basically just chucking him in the front of the ship. Well, I mean, if he was there when the Kraken was here. Yeah, that's the location of the corpse. That's not necessarily... Oh, he was locked in here. Oh, wait, if this is open... Then he could have gotten out, or he drowned. Like... So we can't say. Because that little door to get underneath the boat is opened. Dahl, that slippery bastard. Okay, Martin was on the deck. It's interesting that they show him, but does not say that he disappeared. So maybe we can't say what happened to... Ooh, in the Lazarette. Okay, so maybe we can't tell what happened to Dahl. Okay. Where are you in... Oh. Where are you in the picture? Harrison Escape Part 6. Tell Pete's mother. So he was... Peter Milroy was what job? Oh, this is literally giving me all the, Wait. I find it easier to look at the full list sometimes. Yeah, we don't know what happened to Dahl. I'm not sure. One of these dudes is probably the had to have gotten crushed by the cannon. Yeah, that's the third one. So unless he wasn't knifed by Davies. Or maybe he's... He could be the steward. Although he died in a midshipman cabin. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, though. Okay, so not enough to say on who that is. We could probably take the name off of him, too. Who else? Who else? Who else? So O'Hagan, I'm just gonna say drowned by a beast, and I think it's this guy who was out on the boat. Hagen, you're still breathing. Okay. So that guy was out there. Nichols, Toporov, we know. These two are already dead and confirmed. So I don't know who the other one would be. If we have... We have that. Either this one or this one is O'Hagan. And... we'll stick with our first answer, because I think this is the guy who got speared through the neck. Worth a shot. So one of the top men was decapitated. That's where you died. And I'm here, closing the gap on those fates, eh? Yeah, we just crossed 45, I think. So still keeping up the progress from last time. How are you, TG? How's your day or evening going? All right, that's our electrocuted man. Can't really say much about that. I wonder if we can... I'm still wondering if we can determine who was left alive by who was in their hammock at certain points. That's got to be a thing. I still never found the tattooed person. Maybe I did. Maybe I did already. That's why I didn't want to focus on it. Yet. Yeah, I don't want to get stuck on that just in case I found him by other means. Also, when you work on first string, your boss replies to your email. Did you mean to send it to this person? That's the worst feeling. I don't think I've ever had that exact question posed to me, but that would be frightening. Jimmy Lilly, hello. Welcome. There's two Chris's I'm working with, colloquially called Dark Chris and Light Chris for how they are to work with. Thank you for clarifying that. It could be a whole other way. Yeah, that could be, if the context was not explained, that could be a whole other kind of situation. That's also true. Yes, HR would like to have a chat with you. Everybody took it well. Did we figure out both of these two? Oh. Davies. That guy. How many fates left? I have 45. So don't tell me the final number, if you know. Who are the last three solved? Let me think. Let me look at the list. That'll jog my memory. It was either... We had a few. We had a few in fairly rapid succession. So we identified. I know that absolutely has to be Alexander Booth, but just by process of elimination. O'Hagan, I'm pretty sure I know. Diom is a tough one. I took a look at him, and it was a choice between him, Shirley, and Booth. And I made an educated guess just by their appearance. You know, Shirley, a balding white guy, had to be English. Botterill was a recent solve. I don't think of what else. Yeah, I think those are the most recent ones. I don't think I had anybody this far up the list. Alexander Hamilton had an affair, and he wrote it down right there. Right here. Guess so. I'm fairly confident that I know who Duncan McKay is. I just don't know how he died. Or if he died. Disappeared in the Doom, so probably drowned because, terrible beast. Everybody was drowned by a terrible beast. Everybody on the top deck was killed. Oh, wait, this is the helmsman. I'm an idiot. This is Finley Dalton. I took a look at the picture, I'm like... So, Dalton, Booth, O'Hagan. Not for the first time during this game. It's that I'm just talking away. I look and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's staring me right in the face. Well, is what it is. All right, not too many left. I mean, we could almost, like some of these folks, we could probably just start looking at pictures. Taking guesses. Thanks for the lurk, Agua. Hidden water. Lurker extraordinaire. O'Hagan's the only two-triangle seaman in the calling. His name is the only one spoken aloud. Finley Dalton is one of the only two people on the Obra Dinn who starts unblurred from the game's beginning. And Booth has a clue in a certain chapter. Gotcha. Yeah, Dalton is painfully obvious once you see it. O'Hagan, I knew... I was between O'Hagan and, I think Toporov, who are on the same boat in the calling. So that's what took so long on that one. And Booth, I don't know yet. Other than him being involved with Lars Lind. Because you could I figured out his profession because he was helping load cargo 2 times. Yeah. Spratt and Finley are the only 2 unblurred. Totally makes sense. And I'm just me overlooking the details. I just left the easy ones for later. Totally. Totally calculated. Not even a worry. All right. So, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? I'm just looking at my list and I'm like, who can we figure out here? Also, it looks like, hold on. Let me go back. It looks like we can't solve everything if this is, like, if I'm seeing this correctly. Don't confirm or deny, but that's my thought, is that you cannot solve everything until you take the book back to Evans. Also, anybody who's new here, unless I like precede a question by saying the word penguin, it means no spoilers. So that's the safe word. That means I want to know the answer to something. Just FYI. Otherwise, I'm just completely going at it at my own pace and figuring out as I go. And thank you, Choir, for enacting the bot. All right, who should we try and figure out? Let's just go Martin. I don't think I can tell because we don't have any like solve on that. Duncan, McKay. Oh, thank you for the follow, Jimmy. Much appreciated. Okay, Duncan McKay disappears in the Doom. When does... Like, I'm 95% sure that I have him correct. Because the only person carrying books and hiding from everything on the ship.
You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. No probes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. Don't.
Yeah, this was kind of the part of the clue we were talking about with Booth earlier. Okay, so... on the gun deck. We know what happened to Shirley. We know what happened to Wolf. That's probably one of the stewards. I'm trying to figure out the last moment that this person is there. Okay, so he's gone. He's gone between this point. So let's see if this lifeboat's gone. So lifeboat is gone. However, you know, did it get ripped off or, you know, all that? Let's see. Also fairly disorienting. I think it's the side of the boat. It got tossed. That looks like McKay to others. So that would be Booth, McKay, Peters? I think I already got Peters, though. I think that one was already confirmed. I don't remember. Yeah, fell overboard. So I'm going to say that's the same for, well, Booth, we think we got confirmed too. So, yeah, drowned, fell overboard. I think same difference. So we're going to say the same for Mr. Duncan McKay. Always nail biter to see if people notice the boat being tossed in the scene. There's a lot going on. I've kind of figured that out, like, later. Like, I got a little bit better at looking for things. This is still Davies. That's Peter. Volkov. Minor. Maba. Don't know what happens to Martin. You two are kind of irrelevant. You are roped by something. I love to watch Adachi streamers stare right at it and still miss it. I could have. There's so much, like, the visual style kind of adds to the confusion a bit as well. Many players just assume they drowned and didn't notice the boat. I mean, yeah, whether you say they fell overboard or got tossed, like, that's just cool to look at. But yeah, Peters... I mean, like, you can't 100% tell that it's Booth, but you know that they were on that boat. What happens to you? You survive because you're roped onto the boat, I think. I'm just not sure that you are Thomas. Or that you were knifed by Davies. It's one of those two things. Is there anything in particular about their dress that I can tell? Davy James disappeared in the escape. He was on the... Okay, so... Hold on. I know I'm kind of getting a little bit all over the place, but let me... If I don't have anything confirmed, it's probably good just to review what we have. Because Dahl we can't tell because he's in the Lazarette, but the door's open. So I'm thinking Dahl survived, perhaps, or died on the Lazarette, Hmm. Oops. No, that's not what I want. That's Moss getting stabbed. That's Volkov getting shot. Let's take a look at the scene. Because he's, like, right here looking.
Let them go.
Said Evans. I guess I'm pretty sure this is Davey James. Because he's with Davies in an earlier part where they're hiding together. Port Heavy Choir. Well, that's usually not a problem. I think I said it before, but yeah, this is probably my favorite like little piece of music. Just gets you into it. It's not, I'm just getting minor ADHD with work. Got it. Well, if you're on this boat and we never see you again, then we could maybe reason that you lived, but favorite Soldiers of the Sea theme? I'll have to go back to that one. So Evans, those two, all are alive in Africa. We could say that he's alive in Africa. You know what? That's awfully presumptuous. Let's say unknown. We'll see what else we get. I mean, I could leave it. You know what? We'll just say alive in Africa, and if it locks in, if it gets typeset, then we're good. But if it doesn't, then we'll just have to change it later. All right, Walker was alive. Volkov was alive until that moment, anyway. Yeah, these two are alive. So is Evans. You're alive in this scene? Where are you? Oh! You weren't knifed by Davies. You were knifed by a waiter. That was another easy one. Okay, McKay. And Davey James is alive in Africa. That makes 51 fates, I believe. He finally caught that. It's probably like he's looked past it like 10 times. God damn. Yeah, totally. I totally never went down here during this scene. I don't know why I didn't. And you, who are you? Oh, this is Davies. Davies, here's this. Oh, he's the one yelling mutiny, mutiny. Got that. Okay. Gosh, we're getting down to it. Who's left? Yeah, I can't believe I would have gotten that one so much earlier. Well, I would have gotten how he died, or at least I would have gotten it correct, because it took me a little while to figure out the gunner's mate. So probably would have been like last session, I think. But either way, we got it, so I'm happy. Okay, Martin, we don't know. Whole boat escaped Africa. McKay is identified through his books and seen hiding in the purser's office in Soldiers of the Sea. Yeah. Escape chapters happen in quick succession. You didn't check both decks. That is correct. And I didn't check the map. Otherwise, McKay would have been easier as well. But I used the books to identify him. Okay, so Galligan and Andersen, one of them probably got crushed by a cannon. Yeah, I think like this is just process of elimination, and then I need to figure out how to tell the top men apart. Or actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, let's while we're at it, let's just make sure nobody else was lurking around here. Okay. Alfred succumbed to getting his arm ripped off. Moss got stabbed by Volkov. Volkov gets shot. Davies shoots Waiter. Davies gets clubbed by Brennan. And this is what I was looking at right here. Is there anybody present in this scene that I have not identified? No. Okay. Perfect. Always a way besides process of elimination to identify people. Well, I've got the hammocks. Yeah, I could totally just brute force it because there's like 4 or 5 people. Three were already identified. These are the same 3 people. And we know the end already. Please don't. It'll make things feel cheap later. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and at least get, half of them deduced. For the most part, I've not really brute forced anything, so I don't plan on doing that. I've gotten this far. I may as well go all the way. we already got Dalton. That's Moss. It's really just the top men. And I was thinking of, like, the best way to identify them is maybe through the hammocks or something like that. There's the stewards and the top men. Right? So let me look at the crew again. Because I don't think we're going to know what happened to Dahl or Perrott. I'm thinking Galligan or Andersen might... Well, the stewards wouldn't be working the cannons anyway. I'm thinking that one's the one who got crushed by the cannon, because I don't. Let me get out of this. Let me go review the cannon crushing scene again. Okay, I think it was you, right? Doesn't explicitly tell me anything. 4 memories. Perished in the Doom Part 5. So you died there. Only captives. There's 28 people here, but granted, most of them might be identified, so we could probably make some. We could probably make a guess. Yeah, there's so many people here, but granted, we have almost all of them identified, so maybe that's not the best one though. We could do better than that. Alright, you perished in the Doom Part 5. You were around when Spratt was killed. Are you just his mate? Like, is it that simple? First mate steward was there. I think only a handful of fates need process of elimination. It's not many, but there are some. By the way, thanks for the stream accompanying my morning commute. Yeah, happy to. Well, say it's your morning commute. If you don't mind, in very vague terms, you could, if you don't mind saying where you're from. Because that would be... Yeah, that'd be quite a few hours ahead. Australia? That's not a bad guess. It's usually, I think it's 13 or 14 hours difference. All right, so... So I'm thinking that he is the... Wait. The steward of... So third mate steward is I think who that is. Does that look like Roderick Andersen? Maybe not. I read that I was going to commit Australia. It's like, no way, you have so much to live for. Oh, man. We love our Australians here. Except for Kraft. Who's the other moderator of the channel? If you're wondering why we have such a prejudice. From Taiwan, which has to be Formosa in this game. Ah, that's awesome. So how many hours would that be? I always find it fun just to figure out like how far people are away. So 13 hours difference. That would do it. That would do it. Okay, back to solving. So this is either Andersen, Galligan, or I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Butement? Butement? I'm thinking he might be a top man, but I could be wrong because he doesn't show up anywhere else. And this is probably like going to be an easier one, but if we're just using proximity of where Bojangles. Butement. Uh-oh, he's here. You talk about Australia and he arrives. Works that way sometimes. Yeah, it's not... If he's on the gun deck... during the Doom... That would either make him one of the stewards. Unknown steward. I don't know. I don't know if we have enough to say, or at least I'm not remembering enough to say. Let me put it that. Because you would think he's the third. He's the third mate steward. Let's leave it there. Let's commit to our initial thought. Because it's him, the top men. And I'm not sure how I'm going to solve them. I just want to take a look at this. So that certainly doesn't look like... I don't know. Let's look at the pictures again. You. Climbed up, which make me think he's a top man. I know these last few are going to be a pain, I'm sure. All right, let's just go. Let's start by pictures, and then we'll go by you know, we'll go by their memories like that. So Dahl, we're not sure about. Oops. Okay, you were decapitated, so you were there during. Okay, so you were downstairs during bitter cold, as was this guy. Doesn't. I don't think that does anything for me. I think it. I think that means all four of them were down there. Sorry, I lost my head there for a bit. You don't say. Yeah, somebody, Walker is probably giving orders. We might have to go back to, well, start at a bitter cold and then move from there just to see if anybody was still in bed at the time events happened. you. Okay, so you went out with the rest of these boys, and you survived, I think. You're in Murder Part 3. So you did not survive the calling. Let's see where you were. Is it... Well, we almost got there.
You have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Quiet.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line. Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir.
No,
Ready, men.
that's not the one I want to be in. Should probably have just looked, huh? Where's his body? His body was moved. Okay, so this is the one that's hanging over the ship. That's right. It's in this cabin.
On your toes. Here, here.
Captain!
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us.
Give it up!
Lars, there's Dalton. Okay, so wait, he did survive. Wait. This is before. Never mind. Yeah, this is before the calling. Oh, it's the tattooed man. We finally found him. We finally found him. It only took 2 hours, but we've located. I just can't remember what his number was. I'll go find that, though. I know where that one is. At least I know what place it is. I just can't remember if it's bitter cold 2 or 3 or... I don't know. Let's start with the cow first. Because I think that's when everybody's sleeping. Sometimes I wonder why he had the ladies' room symbol tattooed on his arm. That's a great question.
One swing. Get true to skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it.
No, that was the wrong one.
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. sir.
Oh, whoops. I think it's actually the one where they're bringing the body down the stairs. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. You are number 37. Does not look like he's from Scotland, but it's hard to tell. Yeah, he definitely got shot. I was just trying to confirm that it was Nichols. Okay, and that doesn't help me for the rest of the top men. But it gives me an idea. Hey, any like the next three are gonna be huge in terms of getting this whole puzzle put together. Why was I questioning? I'm now questioning whether I have Nichols shooting him correct, and I shouldn't be. Like, that should be like... Commute ends here. Thanks for the stream. Good luck for the rest of the fates. Thank you. And thank you again for the follow. Hope to see you around again. And have a good day at work. Well, as good as you can, I suppose. Yeah, that's Nichols. Okay, so I have this one. This is 100% right.
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us. Give it up.
Oh, he's saying give it up. That's who's saying give it up. Yep, accent would have picked that out too. So who are you? Actually, the stewards are all wearing... Oh, the stewards are all wearing the similar jackets. I think. Maybe not. They all have... These three have very similar coats, so I think these are our stewards. I don't see anybody else with that style of coat. Yeah, Captain Stewart also has the same style as well. Okay. So whose steward would you be? We already have, We already have Nichols' steward identified. So I don't know if that's necessarily going to tell us. Let's do this. Let's just go all the way through. So on the main deck, during execution, present there at the memory that I'm looking at now. Present during this guy's death. I mean, obviously we know he was out there. I just don't know all of the... I mean, I guess we could kind of process of elimination that if we know everybody else who was out there during the calling, we can reasonably say who this is. So if there are 4 people out here, Nichols is dead, Toporov's dead. This is Andersen or Galligan. I don't think we have any other stewards unidentified. Let me just double check that line of thinking. Yeah, Captain Steward, we know with like almost 100% certainty that. So Galligan and Andersen are kind of interchangeable. Let me see if we can place him anywhere else. That's them getting ready to leave for the calling, I think. Other than, like, age. He might be Perrot's steward. By the fact of how old he is. So that would make Andersen that would make this Galligan. Maybe. I'm still not set on any of this. And perished in the calling. I didn't see if he got drowned or stabbed. Let's go look. Top deck or main deck and so Nichols was the only one alive when you died. Nichols, Davies, Tan, Dahl. Where was Dahl during that? Doesn't matter. So, yeah, Toporov got drowned. That's too late. Too early. How do I get back out there in terms of the first person? Well, we still might be able to see it. That's O'Hagan. That would be Nichols. Stabbed by Bang. So you get speared. No names are listed.
Sir, checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你稳住好不好？
我冇问题，但是因为希望绝对袂当互伊浪费水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。
I shut it up.
This is strange things about monsters.
Oh, just because I get to part 1, I can't go forward, but I can go backward. Oh well. I'm gonna say probably knifed by Bang. And I probably need to look at the roster again just to get the accents as well. All right, if we're looking at the stewards, I did hear an Irish accent there, so I'm thinking this is actually Galligan and not Andersen. Or I think I said that the other way around. I think Galligan is actually this guy. And then that would make Andersen crushed by cannon. Irish accent for the win. That is 54 fates. Roderick Andersen is only ever in scenes that have the third mate in them. Aside from Unholy Captives Part 2, in which he's standing by Davy James, he's always with the third mate. Butement is identified by Lady Tattoo. Galligan is identified through his Irish accent and complicity in the calling. Whispering to Nichols in Murder Part 2 in his uniform. Yeah, so I actually got most of that. I actually found the right clues. Okay, so... who is left? Dahl, we don't know. I don't know if we can find out. Perrott, Dahl, and the top men. I've put it off. I've put it off as long as possible. I need to figure out who's who. I know one of them is translating during this. Well, let me just go by picture first. Okay. Mild plot spoiler unrelated to identities. I don't know how to I don't know how to answer on that. Since I still don't know the whole story of what happened, so assuming that, you know, parts of this are or are not true. So perhaps not, now that I think about it. Your next two sets of fates will be in groups of 2, not 3. Why? I won't tell you. Fair. I think that... Anyway, let's keep going.
You have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Chicken.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line.
Wow, I should have been, like, if I looked a little closer here,
When you are ready.
I could have figured out the butcher and the cook earlier. All these little details. Yeah, whispering. There it is. Alright, electrocuted man. I guess let's see where you are. Unholy Captives Part 1. I think this is the one that's translating. Doesn't necessarily help me. Unholy Captives Part 2. Also in a Bitter Cold Part 1. Didn't we already determine that all of the guys that I'm trying to identify are there? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So that doesn't help. Maybe we'll go to where the translation's happening. One of them dies early in the calling, out on the boats. Based on the whispering, it's theorized that Galligan was the brains behind the Nichols mutiny. But what's confirmed is that absolutely everything happens after Chapter 2 is directly or indirectly Edward Nichols' fault. He's the villain of the story. Well, he kind of seems like an asshole anyway. Is this where we're...
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是什么？归来，全部供出来，拢是恁害啦！你哋害你一个敌人唔过好，想得阮死的啦！你我跟老子写，
Shell? What shell?
Yep, you're here. Again, doesn't necessarily help. So I can't go anywhere else other than this part. Do you have any defining features? Maybe your shoes? Do you all have the same shoes? No, I don't have a frame of reference or comparison. Can't see your shoes. It was a thought. You're the one who dies on during the calling. Yeah, bitter cold I don't think is going to help me here. Maybe I should check the shoes, cuz these have this one has like more like the I want to say like sandal type. This has closed shoes. Or boots, cuffed pants, shorts, kind of. Maybe we start like that. I can think of sillier things. Okay. Lighter colored shoes, open style. Not boots. Okay. So let's go back down for a bitter cold. Oh, too far. Already on the right deck. And it's the one where they're dragging the body down the stairs, which I'm literally right behind. Oh, sorry, that's not the right one. That's the right one. I don't know why I keep messing that up. Okay. So, our top men are what numbers? $38, $39, $40, $41. Okay, not that set. $9, $38. Okay. 41. $40. 39 is that guy. Okay. Lighter colored shoes. So how do I... Just trying to think of the easiest way to get there. What did I say? 39 was decapitated. So 39 is... Zhang was decapitated. I think it's this one was decapitated, right? Yeah. And that one's wearing boots. Another one that was wearing cuffed pants, or maybe that was... So 38 is Huang Li. So boots, open shoes. Oh, 59. Who's 59? Yeah, we don't care. That's George Shirley. So 38, 39, 40, 41 are all right here. Yes, we're using shoes to figure out... we're using shoes to figure out the mystery here. Also, this one's... I don't know if it's just the light, but this one's blanket is different colored than the rest. So if only two of them are wearing that style shoe, so then you must be... wait, hold on. 38. So 38 has to be this guy, because I think based off of these shoes. Huang Li, Zhang. So that would be 56. We're going by 2. Silly as it seems, the shoe theory is the correct one. Zhang's are the most obvious of the Chinese top men. So then that just leaves the other 2. It's I appreciate you trying to help, but it very much says no backseating, no spoilers, so I had to time you out for 10 seconds. It's unfortunate, but we'll go find the clues. Either way. I'll walk away for 2 minutes. Yes, please, no spoilers, no help, no hints. Unless you hear me say the word penguin before it. Especially in a game like this. All right, so we've got 2 left. It's just a question of which one went out on the calling and which one. Yeah, one of these dudes went out in the calling, didn't come back. I could totally just put those in, but all right, let's see what we can discover. Yeah, you got electrocuted in spectacular fashion. You died in the calling. You were here too? Yeah. You're in a bitter cold. That's the memory that we're in right now. We know you're one of the 2. And we know you died here. So you were here during murder part 3, or does that just mean you're up on the rigging? Well, back up top, I guess. Or wait, murder. Wait, hold on. So bitter cold. No, not you. You. That's the one. Disappeared in the doom. Well, we could say they were drowned, fell overboard. Does not tell me who they are. Although you lived to the end. Okay, so you're both alive during the bitter cold. One of you gets sent out on the calling, dies out on the boat by spear. And I don't think we can tell, oh, murder. I think everybody's present because of, well, never mind. How would we tell these 2? You have 7. All right, let's bookmark this just to. We know what happened to you, but we don't know how. Or we don't know who. So you're in Unholy Captives. He looks like a Keith. You know, you might be right. Welcome in, Tagged. Glad to see you back. Hope all's well. Yep, he's in one of the 4 hammocks. I'm trying not to brute force the last 2, because I could easily do that, because I know their causes of death already. Still enjoying the insurance filing? Absolutely. Yeah, we are. I think we're down to the last 2 that are solvable by the clues that we have now. Assuming that's where it cuts off. My theory was correct. So yeah, we have 56 fates solved. Feeling stumped? No, not quite. We've got plenty of time, so it's not like I'm in a hurry to get the last 2. Like I said, I could totally just pick them off the list and be like, boom, boom, because I know they're both. I know they're both top men. So that would be simple. Just trying not to do that. See if there's an actual clue. What were your numbers again? 40 and 41. Yeah, it's not really possible to tell. Because their pants look like they're different colors, and plus, they're both wearing the same style of shoes, too. It's more fun to get an aha moment than be spoiled or brute force. True. One's wearing boots. They're not quite the same style. But they're close enough, and I can't see their feet in the pictures, so it doesn't help me. Unless I look later. But we already used that to determine this one and this one. Also, it's kind of awkward. I'm like clipping in and out of this area, which is kind of funny. Foot fetishists must love this part. You might be right. Also, that's a giant foot. Maybe it's just a matter of perspective, but like, makes it look like it's like Shaq out here on the Obra Dinn. Well, let's see if we can't take a look. All right, so those kind of cut off at the ankle. They look about the same to me. was that supposed to be? That last message totally got garbled. I don't know how that looks for everybody else, but like, let me see if I can refresh this without breaking things. Now her cruising altitude of 45,000 feet. Foot fetishist. I think it's the email that said hot face. Which totally, like, it separated onto, like, 4 lines in chat. Yeah, it did it again. So it clearly... It's just not rendering properly. Which is fine, but I get the idea. Okay, now that we've successfully stared at people's feet for far too long, let's go back to the top and just take a really quick look. And it was Murder Part 3, I want to say. Not that one. Yeah, I can't remember now. Yeah, the other thing is this one's wearing full pants and cuffed. Or wearing cuffed pants, which... They're both named Lee. Shame you just can't write Lee and L-I-L-E. You were here in the Doom Part 7 and 8. Really? Oh, that's just Abigail's body. Never mind. Never mind. Because that's what the location of the bodies to trigger that event. So this one, okay. Because you're already dead. So at this point, you're already dead from the calling. Which I think is the one we got already. Li Hong or Wei Li? Oh, that's not the one I wanted.
Hello? Who is there?
Poor Nunzio.
Who is that?
Primal Social you'll call before you brute force. I don't want to brute force it.
Huang Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
下来，一毛账交代起。
Yeah, Mr. Cuffed Pants.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line.
你救，放进去救。
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men.
Sometimes doesn't even look like he's wearing pants at all.
Fire!
I can't believe this is what this has come down to. Literally just staring at people's feet. Their shoes do look the same, though. Other than this one having cuffed pant legs. I'll go check it again, just in case. I'm a masochist. Yeah, I still don't want to. I still have at least another. I can probably stream at least another hour. So if I don't get it by that point, then probably, but. Gonna need some ID, please. Oh, I don't have any. Okay, let me just look at your feet. Yes. Yes, that's how we do identifications here. Li Hong, Whaley, 4041. It's these two that are in the corner. Oh, that's not you. I'm looking at the wrong books. These ones. 4041. Let me... Is this wrong? Let me get that real close zoom. You're just doing a forensic investigation. It's okay in that case. Yeah, their shoes look the same. No, that's not any different. God, wedging it. He might have his name tattooed on his cock in case he forgets it. You know, you could be right. I mean, I might actually have to like go to look at see if, because again, just from perspective, it looks like this one has gigantic feet compared to the other one. Like I said, it might just be perspective though. It was hard to identify him without a hammock wrapped around him. True. Also, what is... Oh, it's just a foot. That's just a foot clipping through. Never mind. See, I can almost see him. You can almost see him under here. It's just a blob and mess of a view, but this actually looks like the cuffed pants, honestly. I just can't tell, like, with 100% certainty. Are you certain enough to write it in? I mean, considering the amount of material on this leg right here, I'd be pretty confident. Now that I'm really looking at it. I'm sure there's a correct way, though. Which is going to annoy the crap out of me. Do you have any personal effects? I don't see anything. Other than this piss stain, clearly, that's down here. Doesn't make this way wrong, either, if it works. I'm just saying, it looks like there's a lot more material there. That's not a knee. Because at that point, it's not just a straight-up guess. That's white. I don't know. It kind of looks like a pant leg, but I'm going to give up on that line of thinking and look elsewhere. So not that one. Semen on the poop deck. Yes. Not you. You and you. Unholy Captives Part 2. Maybe we need to look at that too. Like I said, I know one of them's dead. One of them dies very early. It's just a question of... Also, where are they in the Doom Part 8? Oh, okay. Let's go look. I think it's this other stairwell.
What you putting?
Hey there, what's this? Give him tea and I can fry us a solid meal, boys.
Okay, you're here.
Take it slow.
What's it, gentlemen? It's a pretty Shirley, eh? Let's have a look.
No, get back.
Dead guy. Don't mind me. It's Brennan. That's your other dead guy. Yeah, Zhang. Booth. Shirley. Okay, you're carrying this box. Where's the other one? That's you. Wait, unholy captives, you're dead already, right? Okay, you're not present, though. Yeah, this one's dead. He's dead already at this point. Wait, who am I looking at? Yeah, never mind, sorry. I don't know why I was confusing myself. Yeah, this guy's dead. This guy dies during the calling. This guy says it disappeared during the doom. That doesn't give me a clue as to who they are. Yeah, he's alive until like the very end. Frickin' Dahl. Hungry for a mermaid now? Yeah, gonna cook it up into a nice stew. Oh, wait. I need to go up to the gun deck. That's where Sprat died. Man shat himself to death. What a way to go. I am no longer hungry for mermaid. Wait, is my man sleeping? No. Sword. Sword. I don't know if that necessarily tells me anything. Wait, that's 48, 47. Why am I getting myself all turned around now? 43, 44. 45. I swear it was this row. Was it not? Oh wait, this is the gun deck. They would be one level down. Never mind. I got excited because of the hammocks again, but no, that's not gonna do it. I think I'm on the wrong floor or on the wrong deck. What? I keep forgetting their freaking numbers, too. Ah. Q, not escape. Sometimes escape is to go back, sometimes Q. 40 and 41. So 43, 44, 45. Just in case they decide to relocate or something like that. 57. 10. 41. Oh, you're right here. Due to proximity to that bed, you're awfully close to that bed, sir. I think that's the closest piece of evidence that we've gotten so far. Because you are right next to that hammock. Wait, because the other guy, at this point, the other guy's dead. So 41, yeah, 41, yeah, yep, that has to be it. This is Whaley. Willie. Yes, Willie. And this is Li Hong. Yes. All solvable fates correct. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Whaley is identified by his hammock. That memory also has them. The Doom Part 2. He's sitting right by his hammock and is the last remaining Chinese top man at this point in the story. The same memory and hammocks can be used to identify Alexander Booth, Nathan Peters, George Shirley, and Diom. Whaley and Finley Dalton can be both seen getting dragged overboard in the Doom Part 8. Huang is practically entirely by press elimination, only identifiable as Chinese top man by his translating for the Formosans in his death scene. Huang also has feet inspect closely to enjoy. That's the most defining feature. All right. So, void glass, yes. So, it's a metal cup. Actually, I'll show you. So, like, you can kind of see the color of it. It's like a darker blue and like a teal up top, so it's close enough to the... It's close enough to the green screen behind me. Since his feet are big, you could also call him Lee Honk. Alright. So the game's not trolling me. Actually, Penguin, I can leave, and this is what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Thank you. If the bigger the car, the smaller the penis, then the larger the shoes, the larger the penis? Clowns? I don't know. It's science. It's weird. All right, boatman, let's go.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back. Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
Just odd sound effects. I mean, obviously we're rowing away, but... 1 week later. The Honorable East India Company. Insurance assessments for the good ship Obra Dinn. Victim of calamitous events at sea. Prepared by the Company Office of Investigation. Let me drink more water before I read all this. This is 23 pages. There may be pictures, but gotta be prepared. Damage in Squall Atlantic. Sunken Storm Falmouth. Payout claimed. £20,000. All cargo lost. £5,000. I think that's pounds. All cargo lost. Literal. Fate, suicide, criminal findings, murder of crewmate 4, estate forfeited to the crown. Hoskett, first mate, shot by literal, criminal findings, attempted mutiny, estate fined. That's it? That's £25. Nichols. Criminal findings, murder of crewmate 2, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo. £100 fine. I mean, at the time, it's a lot, so I guess I shouldn't say that. Martin Perrott. Fate unknown. Findings of merit. Extraordinary valor. Exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages and reward. Davies, clubbed. Murdered one crewmate. Clastil. Torn apart. Findings of merit. Exceptional performance of duties. Estate awarded outstanding wages. Minor. Drowned. Murdered one. On accident. Estate unknown. Expense claimed. Evans. Findings of demerit. Abandonment of crew and vessel. Estate awarded outstanding wages. Wallace. Decapitated. Findings of extraordinary merit. Estate awarded. Smith. Yeah. Extraordinary valor. Kill. I think one of the only people to kill one of those things. Gibbs. Spiked. Estate unknown. Outstanding wages donated to pension fund. Also tried to throw an axe and paid for it dearly. Sefton. Struck tail. Estate awarded outstanding wages. O'Farrell. Spiked. Exceptional performance. Awarded £40. Wolf. Exceptional performance. Go a little quicker. Waiter is attempted mutiny. State fine £50. So we have our mutineers. McKay fell overboard. Tried to leave. Dalton drowned. State awarded. Spratt went splat while he shat. State awarded outstanding wages. Abigail Botterill, no claim made. No claim made for Pasqua. Jackson. Murder of crewmate. Findings of demerit. Abandonment of crewed vessel. Estate fine £35. Hey, if you get away with murder, I mean, it's a fair deal, right? Jane Bird's alive. Demerit for abandonment. Lim, no claim. Bang murdered, was it Andersen? Or no, I can't remember it. It was the Irish guy. Gill something. I can't remember his last name. We'll get there. Tan, murder. Yeah, Lau was actually innocent. Sathi got shot. Feels bad, man. Galligan. That's the one. Philip Dahl, unknown. Failure to perform duties. Moss was a good guy. Andersen only got £10 for being crushed. Iris stays outside patio furniture. Nice. Davy James. Abandonment. How do you get fined for abandoning during all of this shit? Yep. Milroy exploded. Here's your wages. Lanke knifed. Take your money. Hershtick. Spiked and set on fire. Take your £50. Gull. Drowned. Exceptional performance. Yeah, like the insurance company is going to believe there was a Kraken. I mean, we wrote it. We wrote that they got killed by a beast. Butement. Shot by Nichols. Extraordinary valor. Huang Li electrocuted. Merit. Zhang. Merit, extraordinary valor. Li Hong speared. Attempted mutiny because he was with Nichols and all them during the calling. It's also an insurance company that wants to pay out as little as possible. True. especially the Honorable East India Company. Wei Li, top man. Extraordinary valor. Botterill, speared beast, state awarded outstanding wages. Baba, got torn in half. Here's your money. Have a nice day. Top men. Yes, exactly. We have top men working on it right now. Who? Love it. Walker, attempted mutiny. Volkov, one murder. Kishin, attempted mutiny. Toporov, mutiny. Nathan Peters, abandonment. Tried. Lynn got clubbed by Peters. Here, you'll feel better with this 15 pounds. Naples killed by Dahl. Exceptional performance. Raju died of illness. Donated to pension. Akbar wasn't really his fault. Wasim gets paid out. Syed gets paid out. Diom, exceptional performance. Brennan, attempted mutiny, of course. Booth, tried to abandon, got tossed. O'Hagan, attempted mutiny because of the cargo theft. Shirley died. Shirley died in merits. Peters, crushed. Cargo. Preliminary draft assessment has been approved by the Royal Trade. Can't even. Guarantor. There you go. For some reason, my brain didn't process that word. Total claim 29,260 pounds, which is 4,186,234 USD. It is 3.4 million pounds now. Sign it. It's not my money. The pocket watch remains in your possession. The book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans in Morocco, as requested. And then... One year later... Uh-oh. Can't move. Comfortably sitting, staring at a wall.
Can you believe it? A package at this hour. Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside. I'll be turning in now. Tea's in the kitchen if you need more.
I'm opening it inside. I don't give a shit. It's my house, I think. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. Monkey paw. The tail belongs to you now. Please finish it. H-E. So we need to go back to the boat. Or not.
There you are. Collect your things. Where's the key? To that door. Gone. Damn. There's no time. We need to go. Right. Here you go. What are you up to? Nothing good.
Oh? What? Why did you do that? Oh, Perrott got spiked. Dahl. I guess we'll get to actually investigate this. In the Lazarette, a friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. So is that why the Kraken left? Because the monkey was sacrificed? Moss, Evans. Ah, there's Moss. Oh, Perrott got spiked. Oops. Can I not fill out his fate? Oh well. That's fine. Must do it in the order that the game wants.
A third shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this. Stop! Why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. In return, the ship. The Obra Dinn. See it home.
Moss. Yeah, still can't see anything here. So they loaded that in. I don't think he meant an unknown fate. I do believe he was spiked.
I'll kill every last one of you monsters. Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
Yeah, that's how. So did Captain spear him? Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all. Captured Beat fought against its jailer and was speared for the trouble.
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
Damn. Captain went to frickin' town. And one more part, I think.
What's this? Quicksilver.
Burned. Pretty sure that Mercury doesn't do that, assuming that's what you're calling Quicksilver. Haven't you learned not to take the shells? But she sells the seashells by the seashore. And Philip Dahl did not. Burned. Obra Dinn. Let me out of this hellhole. Finished book. The end. That was really good. Do I enjoy puzzle games? It depends. I don't dislike them. I'm a little hesitant to stream puzzle games. Because I generally don't like the feeling of, like, being stuck for a while and having a boring stream, so I try to balance. Like, this seemed like the best kind of compromise of a puzzle game. Because, like, playing something like, I don't know, The Witness. Like, I would be so stressed out streaming that. Bravo, you did. And off to bed. Now off to bed. Good night. Well, I'm sorry if I kept you up, TG. I heard of Taiji or played, have you played Taiji or heard of Unheard? But for the most part, like, I was able to keep momentum. There are only a couple of parts where I would say I was, you know, stuck. You know, based on this, though, I really did enjoy, the experience of this. So if I don't, let me write those games down. If I don't stream them, I will absolutely take a look at them. But yeah, overall, Obra Dinn, great. Like, I don't think, like, I'm trying to think of anything bad I have to say. Other than, like, there's, like, no replay value. Once you know, you know. But it definitely was still worth it. I'm very pleased with the game. And it's a shame that it took me 5 years to play it. But hey, we got there in the end.